They snap it at 1. Now Wilson.
He'll get this out wide to Penny.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Second and 7.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be at the door.
On third down, Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State with Sean Penny. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try and run for it with Penny. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On play action, Lance.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Lance now on first down.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete.
That catch good for only a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they faked the handoff. Now Lance
Sliding out of the pocket.
toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Steps away. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Max Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Wilson leaves this one with Penning. They find some open field here. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 32-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he finds Penny. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Niners' 34-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he gets it down to the 32.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another try for Penny. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Penny. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Whip under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Lance checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. This is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And some room to work. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now it's Penny running right. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On the move to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance.
They'll roll him out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Lance now to throw.
Out to his left. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
Now Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Lance. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action, Lance. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 3rd down, Mitchell. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
And they'll go for it. Lance
rolling to his left. And this is caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Now Lance. They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Back now here in Santa Clara. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
The Lance going to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The handoff, running left is Penny.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Again, it's Penny. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Here we go. And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lance to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Again, it's Lance.
He's going to look deep down the field.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 20.
And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson.
He'll find Eskridge here complete.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Oh, Wilson going to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half,